All right, I think I am live. I just recorded about 5 minutes and it didn't go out there, but came up with this great list here. So today's Friday, April 30th, and my agenda is my agenda today is to use the Venus application with real XVS. That's the currency, and I should put some XVS on here. And the things that are in scope are, what am I doing with it today? Well, today I'm doing nothing right now. Maybe by the end of this live stream I will have done something with it. And then popular users, I don't know of any popular users, but if I could find out information about popular users, that would be interesting to me, and I would talk about it here. Actual real user blockchain transactions today. So this is not, I'll talk about what's not in scope. I don't want to know what can Venus do, or what does it do for others, or what will it do in the future, what it's designed for, what it's marketed for, what it's IT apostrophe S. Yeah, that stuff is not so interesting to me. So it looks like we are live, which is great. And let's just get right out there. So one thing that I did is I set up my MetaMask wallet with some BNB in there. Let's see here. So this is Binance Smart Chain. I've got 0.025, about $10 or so. And I've also got this over here in my Binance wallet. Okay, $15. So I see the same balance on the same wallet in two different applications. That's one thing about the decentralized blockchain. There's always multiple ways to do things. If there's only one way to do things, then it's pretty much not a blockchain application, not decentralized. So yeah, and the blockchain takes care of double spending. So if I spend some money out of one wallet and then I look in the other wallet, that balance will have changed. And even if I open them up at the exact same time and I spent them both and tried to spend, my $15 twice out of two different wallets, one of those transactions would hit the blockchain first, and then the other transaction would fail. All right, so let's see if we can get out to the Venus application. Looks like it's Venus.io. I think we've been here before. Great. So this is what Venus looks like, and I'll talk about what it does for me in a moment. I'm just trying to get my bearings and basically find out if my wallet's even connected here. It's a pretty website, but you gotta have a wallet connected. Dashboard. Oh, yeah, this works. Okay, so the wallet is 0x9E, and I want 0xF5. So I'm not sure how 9E got there. And maybe 9E is Okay. So yeah, one of the first things that you want to do when you get into the app is make sure your wallet is connected. And in this one, I would expect to see my balance of 0.025 BNB or BSC, and I'll talk about that later. How in the heck do I connect this wallet? Can't be so difficult. Let's go to BNB. MetaMask. Okay, somehow the 9E is not right. And maybe it's pulling that out of MetaMask. Perhaps it's one of these delete me accounts. Cancel. Okay, that's 1E on delete me 2. 9E, there we go. 9E, and it ends in 5CBF. Okay, so what's happened here is Venus connected to my first wallet, which is right here, and I need it to connect to this wallet. And how would I do that? I must have been on this Venus. It probably cached it or something. Let's see if I can. Okay, at least now I know where the 9E is coming from. Now I'll see if I can fix it somehow. I don't see anything obvious. It's well, that's why it's a live stream. Have to troubleshoot on the fly. So that doesn't seem to make any difference. Maybe I need to have MetaMask tell it to use a different wallet. It says connected here. Maybe that's it. So if I go here, there we go. That's the one. All right. Okay, I am connected. So I know that because it says 0xF5, 5FA4, and if I go into one of these, F5, F5A4. All right, so now I'm connected, and let's talk about what I might do now that I'm connected. So I've got $15 of BNB in my wallet. I've got no XVS in this particular wallet, but I could send some in there. So I've got my phone here. Yeah, so on here I have Trust Wallet, and I bought XVS, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago. Typically what I do is I buy every single coin above a certain threshold, and XVS just hit $1 billion market cap this morning. I noticed it was coin number 101 on the market cap lists, and so everything over $1 billion, all those 99 coins I own. There's a few in there that are, I would consider them fake coins or scam coins. I remember one was a pirate themed R coin, and its price was just going crazy. different than the other coins' prices. So those ones I don't own, but I'd say about 85-90% of the coins in the top 100 I own. Another lot that I exclude are the stable coins. And when I say own them, I mean I buy these things for $20 usually, and then I just hold them. They sit there for 2-3 years, and then when they go up in value, I still just hold them. I don't sell them. I might sell a portion if I'm over allocated in comparison with other coins, but I wouldn't sell out of one. I've done that in the past, and then I end up regretting it later, so I just keep them. And the hope is that I'll use them someday, like Venus. When I bought it, I had no intention of using it. I just bought it because it was there on the list, and it didn't look like a scam. And now here it is 6 months later. I want to figure out what it is. If you've ever used MakerDAO or DAI, created your own DAI, I believe Venus is the same type of product where you make your own dollars. I don't know. Yeah, VAI. They call it VAI. And it's just a ripoff from MakerDAO, basically. But you lock up some Venus tokens, or perhaps Binance tokens, and then you create these dollar tokens, and if you hold on to the dollar tokens, they'll pay interest. There's probably some other lending or something illegal about it, who knows. And I'm not really in here to make interest or make money. I just like the tech, because this tech is going to be gone. In 2 years, there won't be a Venus. There's 100 Venuses out there, and all different names, all different teams, and some of them will survive. I mean, if it's Venus, great. But Maker's been doing pretty well, and there's so many other blockchains underneath. So I want to just I'm here to experience what's now. And in 2 years, I'm not going to care about Venus, whether they're here or gone. I'm going to care about whoever's at the top. So if that's Venus, great. But if it's Zilliqa blockchain or Cardano or whatever it is, I want to be there. So let's see if I can figure out how to unlock this thing. All right. It's hard to talk and unlock at the same time. All right, so I'm looking through some tokens here, and I'm trying to find my Venus. Let's see. Come on, Venus. There you are. All right. So I don't know if you can see it here, but no, you can't see that. Yeah, you can. Okay. 1.1 Venus, $122. And I could find out when I got this Venus because it's on the blockchain. So if I type Binance Explorer, and I'm going to try to make it a little bit bigger. I know a lot of you YouTubers use, oh wow, not that big. A lot of you YouTubers are using your phones. Not that I have anybody watching right now, but hey, you never know. All right, so what I want to do is I want to find out when I got this Venus. And Binance. See if we can do some sleuthing here. All right, so if we go to token transactions, there's my Safe Moon. My my niece called me because she saw them on TikTok. She wanted to know how to buy it. So I told her how to buy it, and I bought a little myself. Looks like a month ago. And my $3, I think it's now about $35 of value. But at one time it was like $85, and I think she lost some money. But anyway, told her not to do that. I think she bought about 5 hours worth of her hard-earned labor. She wanted to turn that into Safe Moon, and now she probably has about half of what she put in, I'm guessing. All right, so Venus, what's this? 83 days ago, is that me? Let's figure out where that came. Okay, it came from Pancake Swap. So I bought some Venus on Pancake Swap 83 days ago, February 5th. And that's the 1.11 that I have right now. So Pancake Swap is it's very similar to Uniswap, or it's kind of like a decentralized Coinbase. It allows you to get stuff. So yeah, so that's how long I've had it. Looks like it hasn't been 6 months. It's closer to 3 months. So now that I've got some Venus there, I'm gonna send this Venus over to my other wallet. I call it My Paper BSC because I have a paper backup of it. And so I'm gonna go ahead and receive all of my Venus for now. Oh, where is the receive button? I guess it's just up here. There we go. All right, so I want to double check that I have a nice copy of this. E5FA4, yep. And I'm going to click send. Recipient. Use my phone. And I will just send the maximum over. So it's $100 worth of Venus. 122. And if we check our balance, we will get some Venus. So let's go back to BE Scan. Actually, we can just see it in the app, I think. Look at that, 1.11 XVS. So now I still haven't used this app, but I'm getting closer. So you can see I have some Binance Smart Chain in my wallet. This is what you'll need for gas. I've got $15. It's kind of like, let's say you want to drive from San Diego to LA, and what you're driving is I don't know, a load of logs in a truck, and these logs are worth $50,000. You might burn $100 of gas to get there. Now you're not trying to get gas from San Diego to LA. You're trying to get the logs from San Diego to LA. So I want to work with XVS and VAI. That's my load. That's like my load of logs that I'm trying to move around this blockchain. And then this BNB over here, which in this version it's called Binance Smart Chain BNB. That's the gas in my tank. So I'm not really trying to move that around right now. These blockchains and tokens can play different roles, and there's other times to move BNB around. But you know, right now we're going to try to make some VAI. So I've used Maker before, haven't used this one. Let's see how it works. Let's actually use this app. This would be great. I want to see if I can find a page to do something. Yeah, it looks like the vault works. So looks like I can stake VAI, which I don't have. So let me just briefly talk about what I'm about to do here. Let me see if I can zoom this bigger. Control plus. Okay, so we've got three things. We've got BNB, and actually I'll call it four things. BNB, BSC. Okay, so BNB is the dumb, fast, efficient blockchain. You can move coins around. You can they have BEP2 coins, BEP2, and those, they're just dumb. And I'm not saying dumb in a bad way, dumb in a very efficient, smart way. So if you think about a marathon runner versus a race car driver. So the marathon runner, it's very simple. They're just out there running and they don't have a lot of equipment. And then you've got a race car driver, which has got, you know, $1 million machine around him and a whole crew and everything. So the marathon runner is not bad. It's not worse than a race car driver. It's just different. Simple think runner. So Binance Smart Chain, this is like, I don't know, complex. Let's see, we'll think about a, I don't know, a jumbo jet. Jumbo jet 747. So this is, they both, like if you look at a BNB and a BNB Smart Chain, they both do something. They move. They go from point A to point B. One of them is very complex. One of them is very light and simple. And this BNB has tokens on it called ERC. What's it called? BEP20. BEP20s. So you got your BEP2s, which are on the simple side, and then you have your BEP20s, which are complex. And these BEP20s are smart contracts. So it's basically a programmable computer program that you can add on to your transfer. So let's say I want to be simple. I want to make a lawn mowing company, and I want to give shares to my family, and I want to give everybody 100 shares. If that's all it is, and I want my family to be able to sell the shares to another family member or a friend outside the family, and they just move things around, then you want to use BEP2 tokens on the BNB blockchain. And it's not that you can't do it with this jumbo jet. It's just that running a jumbo jet 747 type system for a simple application is inefficient. So I'll put less efficient. And up here, I'll put efficient. So, so these are two different types of tokens that that exist out there. And this is very confusing because sometimes we call BNB one thing and sometimes we call it another. I wish they would not use this name. I wish they would just use this name, but this name got marketed first. This whole blockchain was up and running for maybe a year or something before this thing came out. So they wanted to keep the name so that people wouldn't think that this is so foreign. It is foreign. It is completely different, just made by the same billionaire. Okay, so now we have another coin out there called XVS. So XVS is Venus. So there's a site out there called Venus.io. And let me just make sure we don't have anybody chatting. Yep, we don't. All right, so you get this site out here, Venus.io, and Venus.io is a specific BEP20 token / smart contract. Okay, so this BEP20 smart contract up here, which is on the Binance Smart Chain, this is like the Jumbo Jet. This one is like what's in the Jumbo Jet. So it's a specific thing. Like this one has 10,000 different smart contracts on there from 10,000 different companies that don't even know about each other. So if you were a city licensing businesses and you had 10,000 businesses in your city, one business doesn't even know that the other business exists. They just license themselves. So Venus is one of those things that's on top of this blockchain. So yeah, this guy is just a service provider for Venus. So before I was saying that the Venus is the logs, logs on the log truck. This is like the gas in the log truck. And specifically, this is like the log truck. So you got the truck and the gas, and then you've got the payload. Venus is the payload. All right. So underneath Venus is another BEP20 called VAI. And if I don't run out of time, we're going to get us some VAI today. And if I don't have any issues. So what VAI is, let me go back in here. You can close some of this garbage. So VAI is a US dollar. There's other versions. Have you heard of USDT tethers, USDCs, BAIs, BUSD? So those are all electronic dollars that are floating around out on various blockchains. And if you look at the value out here, you're going to find some dollars. I can actually, well, so one of them is right here, USDT. For the moment, it says $1.04. I give it 5 minutes and it'll be back to $1, unless there's some catastrophe out there. Here's USDC. This one is also $1. Let me make this a little bigger for you. Oops. So there's BUSD. So we listed that one. And the reason that these are in a high order and a low order, Tether, there's 53 billion tethers out there. Binance USD, there's only 7 billion. So it's about 1/8 as popular. And somewhere in here we're going to find DAI. There it is. DAI is 3.7 billion, and that's also roughly worth $1 right now. So VAI is just another version of this. Now, how many billion do you think of VAIs are out there? Well, let's take a look. Bet it's not much. So VAI is 186 million. So 1/5 of a billion. Let me write that down here. 186 million VAIs. Okay, so we had this analogy about the log truck. So you got the log truck, it's full of gas, it can go places, but we're not trying to move a truck from San Diego to Los Angeles. We're trying to move the payload from San Diego to Los Angeles. We could move the payload a lot of different ways. If that marathon runner could carry the payload on his back, we would just walk it from city to city. It could be flown, it could be trained, and in the end, we've got our logs in the other city, and we don't care how they got there. How they got there is just incidental. Like this truck could be a Kenworth brand, could be a train, could be a boat. You know, there's lots of different ways to get the load there. So XVS is the load, it's the logs, not the truck, not the gas. And VAI is also a log. So it's a payload. So VAI is real easy to understand. It's $1. So how would you like to basically take a truckload of dollars and move it from San Diego to Los Angeles? You can just see those dollars on the truck. You don't care what brand it is. You don't care if the gas tank's full of gas or almost out of gas. It doesn't really matter. You got dollars. You know, look on the back of that truck. You got a big heap of dollars. So, so this is not important. These dollars, it's a known. We know what this does. These are interchangeable. When these dollars get to LA, they can be spent on anything. And when they were in San Diego, they could be spent on anything. No matter where these dollars are, they can always just be exchanged for value. So that's pretty cool. So what in the heck is this XVS? It's also a log on the truck, and it's a payload, but this is not dollars. So let's describe what this is. XVS is a machine, and you could also call it a DAO or a corporation. It's a program, computer program, I should say. And it has value. All right. So let's put another thing on this list that has value. Anybody ever heard of Bitcoin? So Bitcoin has value. One Bitcoin is 50,000 or so this week. And the value of Bitcoin is different than the value of dollars, right? They're both valuable. They both can be used anywhere. A Bitcoin in Germany is the same as a Bitcoin in Seattle. A dollar in Kentucky is the same as a dollar in Shanghai or something. So you got value here and value here, but they're different types of value. So this value is internet money. It doesn't spend at Walmart or at Amazon.com yet. And this value does, but when it's on the blockchain, these versions, they don't spend at Amazon or Walmart either. So their value is to be exchanged. So this value is in lockstep with the dollars that we have on our debit cards and credit cards and savings accounts. But this value is something completely different. And some people, say that this value is better. Some people say that this value is better. I don't know. So I just like them all. So what about this thing? This is also value. So XVS is more similar to Bitcoin. It's not in lockstep with the dollar. It's kind of this floating value. It's it's a group of users out there that are making it valuable. So if you think about Starbucks, right? Starbucks is this corporation. It's this machine of a company, you could call it a cult or something, but it has a program, they know how to open a new store, they know how to make coffee and ship it in from various parts of the world. So it produces value, and you can buy shares of Starbucks, and it might pay dividends. What else might a share do? There's voting in the corporation. One share of Starbucks can be bought and sold. Buy, sell, trade. And the value floats with demand. Right? So all that happens, and you could say the same thing. I'll just take this whole thing right here, and you could call that Starbucks shares. Right? It's not a DAO. It's not a computer program, although they have a lot of computer programs. So Starbucks shares is basically a company that you can buy into and sell. So XVS is the same way, but specifically it's a DAO, which is a decentralized autonomous organization. And that is just a fancy word for a company that's written into a computer program. And also, I think, did I write smart contract on here? Because that's probably even more important. So DAO means something very specific, like you program an account for the president and the vice president, and you can accept proposals and you can vote on them. I don't know if XVS has all those DAO bells and whistles, but basically it's this company, not too much different than Starbucks, that's been written into code, and there's also some people there. They like to say they're decentralized, but I'm pretty sure that there's people involved in this, and it's not as decentralized as they say. So okay, so now you know what Venus is, hopefully, and you know what a VAI is. So Venus is a BEP20 token, and VAI is a BEP20 token. Different. They have different purposes. This one is very simple. It just wants to be a US dollar. Nothing more, nothing less. It's just a dollar. This is a very complex, you can think of it like a corporation. This is the truck, and these are other examples of comparable things. So we know what these things are. We know that I have $100 of stuff, VAI, so, or XVS. So I've got $100, and that means basically I've bought in to this corporation or this smart contract. So think of this truck or this jumbo jet. It's loaded up with gas. So if we want to check the gas in my gas tank, there we go. I've got 0.025 BNB. And then what's on the truck? On the truck is this machine that that you can buy into shares, and I've got a little bit of shares of this machine. So if we go out and peek at the value of this huge machine, so think about like you're trying to get a cup of coffee from Starbucks. When you're holding that cup of coffee, you have a little piece. Wow, Bitcoin is launching right now, which is kind of nice. But you have a little piece of that Starbucks in your hand. There's that pirate chain that I talked about earlier. Looks like Venus fell out of the top 100. There it is. It's number 104. So if I had all of Venus, I would have $1 billion worth of Venus. But I don't. You know, if I had all of Starbucks, you could say Starbucks. You would have $134 billion dollars of Starbucks if you had the whole machine. So what we've got on our truck, just like we've got gas in our truck, that gas is not all the gas in the world. It's just like a little coffee cup full of gas, you know, compared to all the gas that's in the world. So that's that BNB that's in our wallet, $15 of gas in our tank. Venus is this big company out there, this big decentralized contract, can do all this great things, has all these people that use it. It's a community, and it's worth $1 billion. You know, that's Venus. Well, we only have $100 of Venus. So we've got a truck with a little bit of this machine on it. And if we fill our truck up with dollars, even the paper dollars, we don't have all the dollars in the world. We just have a few. We just have a portion of it. So dollars are a community of people, and you know, while we have dollars on our truck, we don't have all the dollars. And we don't have all the Starbucks shares. So that should be clear as to what these things are. So I've got some Venus. I've got a little bit of this machine sitting here on my truck. I've got gas in my truck, but I have no dollars. So one way that I can get dollars is I can just trade. So let's see if we can trade for some dollars. So I'll say, you know what? Why don't you take a little bit of my gas out of my gas tank, or a little bit of my XVS machine shares, and I'll give them to you if you give me some dollars. So let's see, do they even have an exchange here? I can do it on my phone if I need to, but let's see if we can get it to roll from this machine. Okay, BNB market, blah, blah, blah. Let's see if we can exchange anything. Supply, blah, blah, blah. All right, I'm just going to do it on my phone. So you guys have probably used exchanges before. So I want to just trade some of my XVS machine for some dollars, and I'm just doing this as an example before we do some amazing thing, which is printing our own dollars. Oh my gosh. So I've got my, let's see here, got my XVS, it says 0. Oh yeah, because I transferred it all away, but that's okay. So I'm going to trade some BNB for dollars. You know, there's probably another way on here. Let's see if I can get there. BSCDEX. They might lock me out. BP2. I don't know. I'm going to just try it on my phone. So BNB to, what was this called? VAI. See if I can get it here. Let's do Smart Chain to VAI. Huh. Okay, let's see if I can even add the VAI token on my phone. VAI. It's a tiny, we saw this. Okay, there it is. And let's see if I can. So I added the VAI stablecoin to my phone. That's this guy here. Terrible. Anyway, you'll have to, oh, there we go. So I've got VAI token on my phone, so that means I can hold it and see it. And now I'm going to try to trade for it. But yeah, so Binance hasn't enabled trading. So okay, so let's say we want some VAI, but we can't trade for it because it's too new. And you know, why would we even want VAI anyway? Well, I just want it because it's a new type of dollar. I've used this one, this one, this one, this one, but I've never used VAI. I just tried to use it a minute ago and I couldn't use it. So that is when you trade. So trade is when you swap A for B, or B for A. That's one way to do things. But there's another thing that you can create. So back here, when we were looking at the VAI, we see the circulating supply is $196 million. But what if we wanted to make it 196 million plus $5? I have $100 of this VAI in my wallet. I've got $15 worth of BNB in my wallet. Would there be some way that I can exchange or lock up or stake that to create this? And let's see if I can pull this off. Okay, available VAI to stake. Nothing. Venus balance. VAI staked, VAI rewards. So somehow I want to turn my XVS into VAI. I'm looking for a button here. There we go. So we can mint it. So in order to mint VAI, I'm noticing that these buttons are they're grayed out, and I want to find a button where I can basically take this XVS. So, yep, we got that. Supply balance, borrow balance. Just looking to see how I can mint this. So if all else fails, read the instructions, right? Supply, mint, blah, 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 blah. All right, so we did all this. Supply assets. Okay. So we want to supply. Oh, this says BUSD. Okay, to begin the deposit process. So we might need some BUSD somewhere in here. Enable the asset you wish to supply. Okay. All right, so not sure where they click on an asset in the supply markets on the bottom right. Okay, so I'm used to doing this on Maker and DAI, so it's a little bit different here. Supply market, okay. So I want to make sure, okay, so here's my supply here. So I'm going to click this. So I'm making my XVS compatible. All right, and I clicked it, but I don't see the little thing there. Let me refresh. Oh, there it was. Just saw it. Okay, so basically it looks like I allowed my XVS to be used as collateral. I'm not going to allow my BNB. So, you know, my log truck, those logs that are XVS shares, that machine, shares of the machine, are now able to become collateral. Not going to go into what that means, because I would have to look it up. It means something different in every system. But, you know, I guess I will. Sorry. If you go into a pawn shop and you want to borrow some money, you need to give them collateral. And so I enabled my XVS for collateral. And now I will look at the next part of the instructions. Okay. First you enable, and they're using BUSD as collateral. I'm using XVS as collateral. So I enabled it. Okay, did that. Now I can move to the setting on the amount I would like to supply. Okay. And that is somewhere. So let's go here. So I'm in supply. I'm going to click into XVS now. And I'm going to supply. So I'm going to enable. It's charging me 21 cents. So a little bit of gas is being burnt out of my gas tank. And I'm waiting for the blockchain to confirm. So there we go. And all right, I'm going to go back to the instructions. This seems to be working pretty good. So I enabled it. Let me get rid of some of these. All right, so, uh-oh, I think I got rid of my Venus. History, Venus. All right. So I got my supply there. Maybe I was supposed to type in an amount. I think I was supposed to type in an amount. So if I say 0.5, there we go. So I supplied nothing on that last one. So now I'm going to supply half my Venus. So I've got $120 of this Venus Corporation. It's going to go out here, and I'm basically, I still own my shares, half of my Venus, but I'm choosing to take half of this Venus machine and lock it away in just another part of the machine. So if you think about like a bank, let's say you've got $10,000 at your bank, and you can withdraw that money anytime you want. You just go in there, or even they'll give you a debit card and you pull out $500. Bam, there you go. But now you go into the bank and you say, I want a higher interest rate. I want a certificate of deposit. They take your same money, it's still yours, but they just put it in a different side of the bank. And now you can't withdraw it as easily until you go there and say, you know what, I don't want this certificate of deposit. I want my money back. So it's not like it's gone, it's still yours. So I went in here and I locked half of my XVS into this other side of the machine. And now I'm going to take some VAI, which is the dollar one, and I'm going to withdraw that from the machine. So this is a little different than a certificate of deposit. So I'm basically not only locking away the VAI, but now I'm taking a loan against it in dollars. Remember, VAI floats, just like a stock, or XVS. I think I'm saying this wrong. XVS is floating value just like a stock, whereas VAI is dollars. So I locked away $60 worth of XVS, and I'm going to withdraw $10 of VAI. I don't want to get liquidated. Liquidated means, like let's say you lock away $60 and you take out $70. That's not going to fly. They're not going to allow that. So let's say you only take out $55 out of your $60. Well, if they allowed that, and then the market went down where that $60 that's floating went down and was only worth $40, but if you had taken $55 out, that's a problem. So as the market comes down, they will automatically liquidate you. They'll take your collateral and basically sell it to buy back the dollars, and pay them the dollars back, and you'll be sitting there with no collateral. So I don't want that to happen. They will allow me $32, about half of my 60. You know, they want to leave me some room to not be liquidated. So I'm going to go out and so if I hit max, safe, max, I would think that I can somehow get $10. And not sure, let me go back to the instructions. Incoming trend, supply balance. You can withdraw any portion. Borrowing limit. Disable an asset. Okay, let's see. I think we need to perhaps enable it. Collateral, no. Borrow. Maybe I need to go on this side. So that's what we put in as collateral. VAI. I'm looking for VAI. There it is. All right. So I'm going to try to mint just $5. So I have 0 VAI, and when I went out to Binance, I couldn't even trade for any VAI, which is a little scary because it could mean it's worthless. But I'm going to try to mint $5 of it. And that would wrap up this video if we actually get some VAI in our wallet. How exciting. I would transfer some of it to my phone if I can do that. Look at that. I've got some VAI. And then I want to see if I can put this VAI in my phone, which is a whole different account than this account. And let's see, I want to add an asset. BNB. Okay, that's my XVS. And VAI. All right. You don't get it there, but we can get it here. Binance Smart Chain Explorer and VAI. Oh, come on. VAI. There we go. Copy the contract address. Go back to MetaMask. add the token, custom token, VAI, bam, bam. All right, so now I've got my $5 in my MetaMask wallet. So this was our gas tank. This was our payload of, and we can probably fix this XVS. I guess it's already fixed. But this is our machine shares. It's like shares of Starbucks. And this is like, I guess Starbucks makes a cup of coffee. So this is our little cup of coffee. And let's see if I can put that into my phone. So I'm going to receive, send. It's not going to work. Send. There we go. And I'm using my camera for my stream. Okay, my phone starts with CEC. And if I go, let's just get fancy here. Copy. Okay, my phone is right here. CEC 888, yeah. All right, let's try it. Okay, so VAI, send, back to my phone, max, next, confirm. And with any luck, so my phone, let's get this rolling here, both, yeah. My phone says 0 VAI. The screen says pending here. Let's see, transaction, BEID. Okay, so it's not on the blockchain yet. All right, I'm gonna check for, while this is pending, say something. Say something, that's a song lyric. Say something, I'm giving up on you. I don't know who does that song, but it's cute. Let's see here. Come on, where's that transaction? Okay, maybe I need to speed it up or something. MetaMask. Activity. Still pending. Speed up. Average. I don't know why it says ETH. Not connected, maybe that's it. Oh, that means, yeah, but this is not on the site, so I don't care about that. Should be connected now. Yeah. Well, I'm going to leave that one last step to the blockchain gods. This has been a long video and a lot of fun for me. I totally enjoyed using Venus, and I feel like my agenda is complete because I used the Venus application using real XVS. So I took my XVS here and I put it into the the app, the decentralized app, Venus.io, and I clicked the appropriate buttons and created $5 worth of dollar. And then, the question is, why would you do this? Well, they say that you can make 9.66% interest each year. And I don't really trust that. I'm willing to lose my whole $100 here. Just this whole blockchain thing. Oh, look, my transaction went through. It looks like it took the money. And if I refresh my phone, aha. Let's see here. It will. There we go. So you can see I put the $5 of value on my phone wallet in a completely different wallet. So I really did turn these machine shares into dollar shares. And, I think had I not pulled the $5 off and I had left it into this, this vault. So we never got into this feature, but basically if you create the dollars or get them from somebody, like I could send you these dollars, and if you put them in your vault, then you can earn 15.93%. And what I'd like to say about that is that's not my interest. Double entendre there, I think. But I'm interested in the technology and seeing if this stuff works and actually using it, working it. I'm not interested in, I guess, what it might do for me. This 15.93% interest doesn't get my head worrying about like, ooh, man, if I had $1,000 and I made that kind of interest, I would have more money. Like that part doesn't connect with me. So maybe it connects with you, but I would say don't trust it. Don't just take a number on your screen and assume that that is true. It's possible that you put your $1,000 in and your 1,000 never comes out and the whole thing's a Ponzi and it's a complete loss. So I'm not saying this is, and I'm sure Venus is a wonderful project with wonderful people, and it may very well pay this percent or more. I can't really comment on that side of the project because that's not my interest. We didn't try out the vault, so maybe I'll send my $5 back and put it in the vault and see how the interest works. I've done that before on DAI. I'm not opposed to trying it. I'm just, as I said, I'm not. That's not why I'm here. I'm here for the technology and the experience, and I love seeing these projects come and go, and I wish Venus the best. All right, I'm going to sign off. Thanks a lot for watching.